Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are back here for another episode of Kinkoi for the very long series so far. I think we're like part 12, I think? Well, not this one, but we're at it, and we've been at it. So, like, this pretty long series, so let's get into it. Morning.
先輩、今日もお疲れ様です。
Good work. After making it back from Radio Calisthenics,
ゲロ、よろしくて。
I wish you'd stop calling me that already.
朝の掃除をしていたら、これが落ちていて踏んでしまいましたの。
She held out the ring box. The box with Orohoro written on it. The box with my memories with Sylvie. I'd taken it out with Ria, left her Loveriche emblems with me, and seemingly left it there ever since. You said you stepped on it? Huh? Did it break?
いえ、ちょっとギュッとしただけで、体重をかけたわけではありませんので。
I snatched it away from her and looked it over. The box exterior, as well as the hinges, didn't show any signs of being broken. Ah, thank goodness.
ごめんなさい、私としたことが。
Nah, it's my fault for not taking better care of it. The box was the same as ever. The thing that surprised me more was Mina-chan's honesty in telling me she had stepped on it without trying to hide anything. You didn't hurt yourself, did you? This box is pretty hard.
いえ、平気です。
She quickly went back to her usual self. There didn't seem to be any issues, my relationship with her included.
にしても、オローラ？勝者の名前をつけた箱ですわね。元は何が入っていたので？
A ring.
ああ、そのくらいの大きさ。あら？でも、オローラで指輪。お姉様がそんなものを持っていたような。
That was bothering me. I sighed deeply while I stared at the box on my way to school. The Ora Ora ring that binded my and Sylvie's past together. I couldn't remember the finer details, given that it happened over a decade ago now, but I hadn't forgotten about giving what was inside that box to her. About giving her the golden ring inside the box. Should I come out and tell her? After all this time? Something told me that'd be pretty uncool in its own right. It wasn't as if anything could come of it even if I told her now. At this point, I thought of Sylvie as an ordinary friend. Heck, she was a princess. She couldn't even be perceived in that category. If I was going to take the middle ground, I'd be better off sealing this all away in my heart as a nice memory. But that wasn't the case.
おはよう、オーラ。
Ah! She scared me. I quickly stuffed the box in my pocket.
おはようございます。ずいぶんと早いですね。
Yeah. You can blame Mina-chan for that.
みな、やりすぎていないかしら。あの子の言い分もわかるけれど、オーラの生活を圧迫するなら止めるわよ。
No. She's a polite girl. At the very least. So it's okay. She was just strict. It's actually been nice to have her around. Just this morning, she stepped on the box.
箱？
Never mind. I panicked and checked the box in my pocket. Still couldn't have the courage to show it to Sylvie.
そう。まあいいわ。教室に行きましょうか。
Yeah. What a relief she didn't press me too hard. Ah!
どうしたの？
Yeah, nothing. Pat in my pocket. The box was there. Yep. Why did I bring it with me? Since I ended up absent-mindedly heading to school in the course of talking to Mina-chan, I ended up bringing it along. This was something best left in my room. Why had I brought it to school? School Sylvie attended, no less.
どうしたのよ。顔色が悪いわ。
腰が痛いのですか？
Nah, yeah, maybe. I patted my lower back to play off checking my pocket. Please don't let her notice it's sticking out. Please don't let her notice it's sticking out. Please don't let her notice it's sticking out. Please don't let her notice it's sticking out.
あら？オーラ、そのズボン。
Fuck!
アイロンをかけるようにしたのね。いいことだわ。
Yeah, Mina told me to. So began one horrible day for my heart. What should I do with this box? The dorm was nearby, so maybe I should bring it back during lunch? As that thought crossed my mind,
メイクがまだ来てない？昼過ぎになるの？なんとかしてちょうだい。あの子わがままなんだから待たせるとすぐごねるわよ。本人が来れないのにあんなふざけた番組進行にしたのはあなたたちでしょ。苦情が来るのは制作会社じゃなくてうちの局なのよ。今週中にコメントの VTR だけでも撮れなきゃ視聴率どころか即打ち切りよ。ヘリでも何でも使ってさっさとメイクをよこしなさい。何よ。
that's my seat. Certain someone nearby was super furious.
これだから庶民は。
She headed off to who knows where as she clicked her tongue.
なんか切れてたね。
Does she get that nasty when she's upset? She always had such a sophisticated feel to her, too.
綾香、最近怖いんだよね。
Did something happen?
一番はあなたがクラスに馴染んでるからだろうけど。先週星テレビでやってた音楽番組でさ、マリア・ビショップが出るって宣伝してたのに結局来なかった事件あったじゃない。
The other ones were guilty of that. Still couldn't forgive them. And wait, that was Yogasaki's family's TV station.
せめて番組冒頭に来れませんでしたってやればよかったんだけど、制作会社が視聴率引っ張るために伏せて進行したじゃない。あれで苦情の電話が鳴りっぱなしなんだって。最近のテレビ局はヘイト溜め込んでるから爆発した感じ。綾香完璧主義者だからそういうの我慢できないんだよね。お嬢様は家が混乱すると困るもんね。
Since it's a matter of pride, that was an issue commoners couldn't begin to wrap their heads around. So, what was all that about shooting a video?
知らない。
A video. Whose? It was now lunchtime. I had somehow made it this long while downplaying the box in my pocket. Phew.
どうかしたオーラ。
I panicked this morning, but it wasn't a big deal after I calmed down. I considered sneaking away to the door and put it away, but there was no sense taking the risk. It would turn into a bigger hassle if Ellie happened to spot me in the act. I just had to make it through another half of a day.
あ、ねえねえオーラ、お昼からちょっと私に付き合ってくれない？
For piano? So we always play piano in the afternoon.
それがね、今日音楽堂がこの後しばらく使えないみたいなの。
何でも芸能人の方が撮影に使っているそうです。午前中に済ませる予定だったのが長引いているとかで。
だから今日は暇なの。他のことをやる気もしないし。オーラもよくいろいろなところを渡り歩いてるでしょ。今日はそれで行ってみたいなーって。
It was true that I hadn't picked anywhere to go, so I was simply loitering around in the afternoon. Sorry, it's not looking like I can swing by it today.
Why
not try hanging out somewhere else today? You could watch Ellie, Fence, or Mina dance.
フェンシングは昨日もうやったから。行くとこないならうち来なよシルビー。外人体型のモデル欲しかったんだ。ファッションか。
Sylvie was an inquisitive person by nature and was interested in anything and everything so as long as you extended the invitation. She ultimately decided to go with Reina. As for me, whew. Here, huh? Not that great of a choice, but I would skip and kill some time. Talk about a dilemma. I was having a tougher time talking to Sylvie with each passing moment. Took out the box from my pocket. Who knew such a tiny box could cause such emotional stress? That was just how it worked though, considering it was a memory of first love. Despite being done and over with, I couldn't help it. I peeked down below from the rooftop. School was bustling this afternoon, with students preoccupied in sports, study, and whatever they had devoted themselves to. Off in a different world from my own. Suddenly, I spotted a crowd of adults coming out from the music hall.
あ、音楽堂もう使っていいの？
みたいですよ、シルビア様。行かれます？
そうね、今日はちょうど弾きたい気分だったし。モデルは？ごめんなさい、レイナ。また今度ね。
They were done already. Celebrities sure were fickle. Who in the world was at the shoot?
Get.
Huh?
この時間からいんのかよ。
Huh? What?
間違えました。
Off she went. I was too petrified to follow after her.
マリア・ビショップが来てるってマジ？音楽堂使ってた芸能人がマストでそうらしいよ。見た子がたくさん。
どこサイン欲しい。
音楽堂にはもういないそうですわ。階段を上がっていくところを見たって。階段、もしかして屋上でしょうか？
まさか立ち入り禁止ってあるじゃない。無理だな。
But she came back. So,
はじめまして。
yes, it's nice to meet you.
ちょっと騒ぎになりそうなので、ここに隠れさせていただいてよろしいでしょうか。
Please do. If it's off limits, so I doubt anyone will come here.
ありがとう。
It is possible a savage-looking delinquent might show up, but it's alright. If that happens, I'll get rid of him.
Ah, ありがとう。
She smiled softly. Whoa. 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 Oh my god. Marha had been in panic mode since this morning, and now it was going into overdrive. It felt like it might explode. I couldn't stare directly at her face, but she made an effort to look away herself. But this profile, it was Maria Bishop, wasn't it? The Maria Bishop was right over there. Right over there smiling. Wait, she was smiling. Huh. Maria Bishop had exponentially few TV appearances and hated talk shows in particular. That made her mysterious and was a factor in her popularity. But when you actually met her in real life, she would have to have some expression. Was I inadvertently the first fan to have seen her smile? I wanted to say something, but was positively tongue-tied. Could situations like this even happen? The celebrity I adored and admired most suddenly appeared before me. To top it off, we were going to be alone together for a while. Maybe I shouldn't say this after forming some miraculous relationship like with Sylvie, but this situation was far and away the more incredible thing ever. Damn it! Say something, me! About how you're a fan or something. Just talk! Speak! Speak!
その凶暴そうなヤンキーって
Yes. I never saw this turn of events coming. She spoke to me first. She could speak normally. I just assumed she was the quiet type since she hated talk shows. What could it be?
そのヤンキーってどんなやつどんな人
Well...
その女の子はあなたにとってどう
Let me think. Oh, did I mention she was a girl? Well, whatever. I could call her a friend, although I am not a delinquent. She's a nice person, my friend.
いいやつそう
She looked happy for some reason.
そいつその子も多分君のことを友達だと思ってるよいいやつだから友達だって
Well, I'm sure you are right. I do think she likes me.
好かれてるとかそういうことじゃなんでもない
Hmm? Something about her behavior seems strange to me. Is this what celebrities were like?
んあれ耳んとこゴミついてるよ
Hmm? Where?
動かないで
She touched my ear all of a sudden. I was nervous as hell and ridiculously ticklish, and the sudden physical contact made me jump into the air. Maria was surprised for a moment. Then burst out laughing.
ヒャーって言った男がヒャーって
She was covering her mouth but couldn't stop laughing. She was laughing at me. She think I was weird? I was in a perpetual state of shock at this point. I didn't know what she thought of me, but when she lifted her head again, she had a sinister smirk on her face. I hadn't seen the smile somewhere before.
ねえ君
Yes? She approached me. Huh? Wasn't she standing awfully close?
君私のファンでしょ
What?
知ってるのああいや見ればわかるの芸能人はね 違う
You're not wrong. I am a fan.
よろしい。
She was insanely close. At this distance, I'd be shy even if I were Reina. I was so close to a star I admired. Actually, the earlier elation I felt was steadily turning into fear. She giggled to herself.
実は私、ファンと触れ合うのって初めて。
Seriously? Even though you have like a bajillion fans around the world?
人と会うって好きじゃないから、面倒なことは全部名取。マネージャーにシャットアウトしてもらってるの。だからファンと会う機会ってのもなくて。面倒がないのはいいけど、いざファンだって子に会うと、やっぱ気分いいね。
Is that how it works? Was she that antisocial? It did match the impression she gave off. I did, however, appear to be an exception.
せっかくの機会だし、サービスしてあげよう。私に何かしてほしいことある？ 握手？
She grabbed my hand. Squeeze her soft, tiny palms trampled all over my own. That was enough to make me go pale as a sheep, but
サインとか？あ、でもペン持ってないや。
why don't I go buy one?
いいけど、戻ってくる時まで私がここにいる約束ないよ。
What should I do? Was this the one and only moment to get an autograph that would last a lifetime? She was smirking at my bewilderment. This was totally one of those situations, yeah. She was teasing me. I was being teased by Maria Bishop. This went beyond a HIPAA situation to being an honor. But I was immensely surprised. Who would have thought a mysterious girl like her would have this sort of personality? My happiness swelled just as much as my astonishment that I was the only one who knew this side of her.
ああ、写メ？写メ撮るのがいいのかな、こういう時は。
Are you sure?
ああ、ダメだ。写真残すとマネに怒られる。
Oh. Too bad.
じゃあこうしよっか。
What? She tugged on my arm. She was clinging to my arm. Maria Bishop was clinging to my left arm. This was a total dream.
こっちだけ撮る。
She pulled out her own phone. Then she pointed the front-facing camera at us. And pressed the shutter button.
まあまあかな。
Is this...
ああ、そっちはダメだよ。流出とか怖いから。
Is that right? She couldn't leave that behind on my camera, huh? I understood where she was coming from, but it was still too bad.
でも私がマリア・ビショップが生涯で初めて写メしたファンが君って事実は残る。最初で最後かもね。誇りに思っていいよ。
I will. Hearing her call me her first was titillating in all sorts of ways. Yeah. Maria smirked at me again. Then pressed her body against me harder. A softness clearly unlike any other part of her was against my upper arm. Was it that? It had to be. Her bu
なんか当たる。何これ。
Oh! And in an even bolder move, she stuck her hand into my pocket. The thing about the lining of pockets is the fabric is thin, so her hand was touching my thigh through one super thin piece of clothing. That's, you know...
暴れんな、こら。ちょっと。あ。
She pulled it out. After taking a good look, her eyes went wide. It was the tiny box I had kept hidden from Sylvie, and an unexpected pair of eyes had now come into contact with it. The thing about that is... She had gone stiff and looked nothing short of bewildered. I mean, anyone would be surprised to find a mere student carrying around a high-class looking ring box. There's nothing in it though. Look. I opened it and showed her the inside, careful not to leap behind the Loveriche emblems. Actually, was it weird to carry around like a container than some ring? Her expression remained frozen in place, so I had no idea what she thought of this. This is, like a toy of sorts. I accidentally brought it with me today. So, what should I say? While I was stumped after several long seconds of being frozen in place, she suddenly...
Aurora...
Hmm? She read the inscribed letters. Aurora. She could read it, huh? Even though I had no idea where this thing came from.
この格好で来た日に限ってそれを持ってきてる。その箱が導いてるのかもね。私たちのこう運命的な。
Huh? Nothing she was rambling on about made sense to me. She shot a tiny smile back at me. She took hold of my hand again. It wasn't like that teasing handshake from earlier. Rather than a playful grip, she took a firm hold.
来て。
Ah! And tugged me by the hand. Maria, you shouldn't. Despite being on the roof to hide, she'd ventured out. Luckily, class was in session, and there were no students in the hall, but still.
あれって噂本当だったんだ。で、どうして市松先輩と？
We were spotted from the inside the classroom. News spread fast in this era of smartphones, and more people would spot us the more time passed. By the time we made it outside, plenty of people were clinging to the windows, and everyone on the sports field had stopped and were watching us. Are you sure it's okay not to hide, especially since, she was holding my hand? It would be awful if someone took a picture of her now.
だから突っ切るんだよ。今を突っ切らなくていつを突っ切るんだ。
Words I had heard from someone before. She didn't give them enough time to take a picture. And rushed towards the musical. Whew. She immediately closed the door and cut us off from view. The music hall was luckily soundproofed, and there were heavy curtains on most of its windows. I was beat. All there was to be found in the music hall was Sylvie playing the piano. She didn't stop playing, even after we rushed inside.
ちょっと待ってて。
She gave me a quick wink, probably implying that. However, she obviously stopped once she spotted the person beside me. Maria stopped Sylvie as she began to stand up.
途中で止めないで。曲いいところじゃない。
そうね。
She continued her performance. Despite being utterly afraid and overly conscious of our arrival, Sylvie was impressive. There wasn't a single fault in her performance itself. In fact, her performance helped her to regain her composure. We helped ourselves to the front row since we were the only members in the audience. And then we listened to the very best part. Soon enough, after she finished her song, we gave as much applause as the two of us alone could manage. Sylvie bowed her head and then...
すごいわ、オーラ。マリア・ビショップとも知り合いなの？
This is obviously our first time meeting. My heart's pounding like crazy right now.
私も初対面。はじめまして、マリア・ビショップさん。私の名前は
シルビアル・クルス・クラウン・ソルティレージュ・シスア。知ってるよ。
あ
That's a celebrity for you. Sivu was considerably popular herself. Once that thought crossed my mind, she took a look at us, and that awful smile flashed across her face again. What could it be? It was like she was teasing us. But before I could ask,
ら、リア。
someone rushed in and slammed the door open with astounding momentum. Oh, wasn't this the person who was talking to Ria before?
こんなところで何をしてるの？いきなりいなくなって。
タイムオーバー。
ほら帰るわよ。AD を連れてきたから絶対周りに顔を出さないように。
The older lady rattled on with an incredible menacing expression before next turning to us.
あなたたちここの生徒ね。悪いけど携帯電話を見せてちょうだい。彼女の写真でも撮っているなら。ソルティレージュのお姫様。ええ、どうも。
Looked like she was weak against authority. She was panicked at an equal or even greater celebrity than Maria showing up. Neither of us have taken any pictures.
撮らせてない。それくらいは気をつけてるって。
そうならいいわ。
She had the subtle look like she might actually encourage a group photo with the princess. What a calculating lady.
名取さん、生徒集まってきちゃいますよ。
そうね。行くわより。マリア、顔を隠して。
はいはい。
A massive older man, lady, and a few others came in and surrounded her to form a human barrier. At the very end, Maria...
シルビー。
はい。
プレゼント。
Oh yeah, she had that on her since earlier. I had handed that tiny box to Maria of all people.
こちらの彼が長年保管してたって。
オーラが？行くわよ。
They left without giving us a chance to ask any questions. All that left was me and Sylvie. And wait.
オーラ、本当に初対面だったの？
I seriously haven't?
そう。じゃあ、どうしてあなたが長年保管してたものなんて。あらあら。
She found out. Maria, why did you have to give that to Sylvie? She shouldn't know my situation, so was it a coincidence? Did such unlucky coincidences even exist?
オローラの箱。どうしてオーロが？あの時の箱をどうして？
She apparently remembered. That was only natural. She had treasured the ring that was once housed inside of it, after all. To her, that box was...
オーロの名前はオーロよね。
Yeah?
イチではないわよね。市松イチ？
Oh, shit. She finally connected the dots. It was then that she realized it. Well, yeah. You weren't used to Japan back then. You must have assumed my first name was Itsumatsu when I first introduced myself. And so, Ichi...
イチなの？オーロがイチなの？
Shit. Yeah. She jumped forward and hugged me before I could say anything. This did make me happy, like you'd expect. But it did put me on the spot.
嘘でしょ？すごい。どうして教えてくれなかったの？
There was never a good time to bring it up. Besides, it was so long ago, I don't remember much.
早く言ってよ。私はたくさん覚えてるわ。イチのこと、昔のこと。いや、あんまり覚えてないわね。他にも20人くらいお友達はいたし、みんなごっちゃになってるかも。でも、会いたかった。イチ。
Tears are welling in her eyes. Not good. My heart had finally simmered down for Maria left, and now it was starting to pound again.
まどかくんは元気？高藤くんだっけ？オーロとよく喧嘩してたの。もう喧嘩はしてない？
Mondoko's part of a different group, so I'm not sure. I was with Takato until middle school, though, so we still get in touch once in a while. Also, about the reason I didn't mention it, you gave off an entirely different impression back then. Was it a security measure or something? The reason you didn't mention you were a princess? I did remember the blonde-haired Sylvie, but not the Princess Sylvie. Of course, I would be frazzled if she hid the most impactful part about her being a princess from me.
当時はお姫様とは紹介しなかったわね。でも嬉しい。なんだかもう運命みたい。昔日本に来た時大好きだったイチと2度目日本に来て大好きになったオーロが一緒の人だなんて。私って絶対お友達運が強いと思うの。オーロがその証拠よ。
Yeah. As friends, huh? Come on, say that first. Actually, that's right. Friends, huh? How could I go about asking if she wanted anything more than that? I guess it was fine if Sylvie didn't want to bring the subject up.
まだ会うかしらこれ。
No, she didn't intend to mention this. She took the golden ring out from her pocket. She softly placed it in the box. Her favorite ring fit snugly into the notch in its pedestal.
昔通りね。
Yeah. I shouldn't run from this anymore. I had to say it. Sylvie, do you remember?
あ、
Found this ring and gave it to you. And then, the person who gave it to her was her first love, right? I was at a loss for words. So what if I was her first love? That had nothing to do with how she felt now. At present, we were ordinary good friends. I doubted talking about it would change anything. It was pointless to mention, at least I thought so. But I wanted to. This was my greatest chance to say it, so I wanted to. Then what would I do if I didn't push forward? This moment was my golden time. Then, Sylvie, you told me that person who gave you the ring was...
ちょっと待って、オーラ。
Huh? She stopped me mid-sentence. What? I was about to make a once-in-a-lifetime confession. Sylvie got a blank look on her face and...
指輪を拾って？違うわよ、オール。私たちが拾ったのは指輪じゃないでしょ？
Huh?
だってこの指輪手作りよ。
Huh? She showed me the ring.
ほら、あのキャンプで解体したピアノのピアノ線でアクセサリーを作るって行事があったでしょ？あれで作ったのよ。外側は金でメッキして、オロオラの文字も私が彫ったの。
Now that she mentioned it, I did recall a project like that. But on a closer look, the ring was beat up here and there, and almost like the bracelet I had given Ellie. Although it was pretty, the adults had probably done the plating. The insides were definitely handmade. For the matter, the workmanship was pretty clumsy since it was just children. When you looked closely, it was easy to tell how cheap it looked, unsurprisingly enough. It looked absolutely gorgeous whenever Sylvie wore it.
この箱に合うサイズに適当に作ったけれど、私の指がぴったりに育ってくれてよかったわ。
Is that right?
だいたい指輪なんて高価なものを拾ったら、まずはおまわりさんに届けるはずじゃない。
True enough. That would naturally how that would work out. I wasn't that sort of person who led a completely straight and narrow lifestyle by any means, but I also wasn't the type to have the guts to pocket something as seemingly expensive as a ring either. Which meant that then what did we find? I know we picked up something. My memory was in disarray. I remember finding something golden, then giving whatever was there to Sylvie, but it wasn't a ring.
だから、この箱じゃない。この箱が湖畔に流れ着いてきたの。で、捨てられたものだろうからっていただいたのよ。
Yeah, so I remember up to the part where we found it. The part in the middle where something golden came up. But wasn't that the ring? She was right. If it had been a ring, we would have taken it to the police. It was just some dirty box, so after I checked with my parents and they said we didn't have to take it to the police, we took it in place of a toy. Then, what did we find again? I remember the box not being empty when we opened it.
金色だ。金色です。
It's definitely gold. I'm positive something golden came out.
ええ、出てきたわ。そう、覚えてるイチ。それをあなたが私にくれて、それで私たち仲良くなったのよ。
Ah,
嬉しかったわ。あの金色がいただけて。10年経った今も大事にしているのよ。ね、キュロちゃん。
it was a golden Loveriche emblem? That was right, it was a golden Loveriche emblem. When we opened the box, we found Loveriche emblems the previous owner had probably collected.
お別れの日の直前にキュロちゃんと交換して。素敵な思い出だわ。
Oh, I feel like my knees would give out. That's what this foolish story. What had I been so distressed about these past few weeks?
そうだったら昔のことはあまり覚えていないわね。
I thought I did. But this was from before elementary school. It was inevitable that you'd forget or get a bunch of wrong ideas.
もう忘れないでちょうだい。私とイチとみんなの素敵な思い出だったのに。で、イチとオーラのことに気づかなかった私が言えたことじゃないわね。
On the other hand, you remember really well. It was a decade ago, but you recall all the details about the box and whatnot. Ordinarily, you'd forget.
それはそうよ。初恋の思い出だもの。
Right, her first love. I had forgotten. I had narrowly avoided the worst case scenario of me blurting it out, but based on our conversation, I wasn't Sylvie's first love.
ピアノ専攻作でお互いに指輪を作って再会の約束に交換し合ったわ。イチともまた会えたし、あの人ともまた会えないかしら。ねえオーラ、当時のメンバーで今でも連絡が取れるのは？
Just Akato. Minagishi and Kawaii, I guess.
じゃあ違うわね。残念。初恋の人ともどこかで会えないかしら。私の初恋の相馬くん、会いたいわ。
Dang. You'll meet Soma-kun somewhere eventually. Let the music hall feeling tremendously exhausted. Ugh. This was the worst. No, maybe it actually wasn't. Thank goodness I stopped before I said, "Wasn't I your first love?" It was still a shock either way. Damn it. What the hell do you mean golden time? I wish I'd never said anything. I had kept my mouth shut and had these aimless discussions, then I might have realized my mistake. Here I was in the cold sweat because I forced myself to push forward. Looks like I really ought to lead an average life.
あれ、オロー。何か騒ぎがあったようですが。
I got the sense someone spoke to me along the way, but I didn't hear them.
何あれ。さあ、また何かしでかしたのでしょうか。市松殿は何か大きなことをやるたびにああして脱力しておられますから。そこがおもろいよね。
I had gotten to meet Maria Bishop just a little while ago, but all my excitement at getting to talk to her had vanished into thin air. I headed to where I was earlier to remember her. Would she be there? Would she?
ああ、どうなった？
Hmm?
なんか音楽堂で面白いことしてたと噂に聞いた。
What sort of rumors? Yeesh. Huh? Guess it was fine if it was her. Had to grumble to someone or I was gonna lose my mind.
え、初恋ってお前じゃなかったの？
Yeah!
マジ？
For real. Of everything else, this was the biggest shock. I never really expected that Sylvie would still be in love with me or anything, but it was beyond frustrating. It was like I'd experienced some mild NTR. Damn it all. Who the hell was this Soma person?
まあ、なんか事情があるんだろ。
There was probably nothing else she would say. But Ria turned away and seemed to be trying her hardest to downplay the situation. I thought she might laugh at me, but thankfully that wasn't the case. All the same, this was taking me off more and more, especially since her first love was this Soma-kun. Who the hell were they? Soma-kun seemingly had the same sort of ring as Sylvie's. Ria took an ashtray out of her jacket pocket and put out a cigarette. The collar of her shirt was open, so I caught a glimpse of her collarbone and the golden chain adorned around it. Sweat must have made it itchy. In her usual habit, she scratched at the surface of the chain. Come to think of it, wasn't the info I heard about this Soma person kind of strange? Sylvie told me they made rings together. But those accessory making events using dismantled pianos were supposed to be segregated by gender. The boys were taught how to make stoves for use at camp. We hadn't been involved in accessory making programs as that was a women-only activity. That was why I had no memory of having made it. The only one who made that ring
たっくん。
would have to have been a girl.
やっぱこのチェーン変えるかな。トップだけ残せばいいんだし。
Hmm? The necklace Ria pulled out caught my eye as it reflected in the dazzling sunset. And the pendant topper I saw for the first time shone brilliantly in the sun. light. The golden topper in the shape of a ring. Huh? Huh? Soma-kun? Soma-kun. Soma-kun?
あ、いい時間だぜ。
Yeah. Radiance filled the world. In that brief moment, all impurities vanished from the world as it was engulfed in this brilliant light. For this one moment, everything was clear and all doubt ceased to be. Almost like how I had been today as I pushed forward exactly as I pleased.
結果はともかく、立ち止まって考えてるよりいろんなことが分かったろ。お前のこと、昔のこと、シルビーのこと。
She referred to her by her nickname, Sylvie, like it was given, even though the two of them had never met. Almost as if she were one of her closest friends.
なら、明日は今日よりもっと面白くなるさ。
It will?
そうだよ。だって今この瞬間はゴールデンタイムだ。
What is this? What is happening? We just get to choose? Oh my god. Shoo! Alright. So we're gonna end this here, guys. We're gonna pretty much be going into a scenario. I don't know which scenario I'm gonna pick, but that's where this playthrough is gonna continue off of. I'll probably do both, but make them obviously all separate videos. But so yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I might have to record a second part back to back since it doesn't really let me do anything right here. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later.